So you're talking about pastors that are sliding in your DMs?
Yes. Quite a bit.
How do they approach you?
Ellen is hot property right now.
It's crazy.
Please don't say that. I'm struggling to keep relationships
Stocks are going up.
intact.
Stock is going up.
The price.
Understand. Yes, it's a bull season right now.
What are these pastors saying to you?
No, man, it's not, and it's not in a creepy way. It started last year. Some of
Not
them
in
are.
a creepy.
Oh, so they're saying regular things.
Yeah, it's regular things, is what I'm trying to say.
In your DMs.
But like, low key, it's kind of,
Are they married?
Not that I have found, because I've got people that can do like background checks and stuff. So I've got people that do stuff. Like if I have to say that, look, Sia's asking me out, just,
You actually ask people, can you please find out if this person's
as
in a
a
relationship?
woman, excuse me, in South Africa, you have to. I need to make sure if you've ever been to jail, I need to make sure that you work where you say you work.
How do you do? What, do they go in acting as another crush and then?
Nah, it's proper deep dives into, But it's nothing that somebody else wouldn't be able to find out. It's just you would struggle to find that information. So with my people, they can just quickly 1, 2, 1, 2, they check. Oh, okay, he does work for XYZ. He isn't married. That kind of stuff. Just basic level stuff.
You could go to LinkedIn and Facebook and find out what they do.
Yeah, but you can. It's never.
That's surface stuff.
It's surface stuff. I want to know, and then it doesn't mean that we're gonna kick it or anything. It just means that now I know.
You've never had a situation where you I wish I could get a file on this person.
You talking about like the opposite sex, or anyone?
Anyone.
Yes, but when it's business related or whatever, yeah. But not on someone I find attractive. Like it's whatever.
So you just blind trust, Wena?
Should you not?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
It's very easy to change the opinion or the perspective of someone based on someone else's view. And I feel like that's...
But that's not a view, it's information. It's not a view, it's not opinion. It's facts.
It's not always.
Huh?
It's not always. So I'm trying to think.
What Ellen's talking about is not... She's not asking for someone's opinion.
Yeah.
She's asking for information.
I'm looking for information.
And then when you get the information, what do you do with it?
Then I know how to move with this person. Because like I said last week, I fall very quickly. You say hi, and if I like the way you talk and the way you look, the way you smell, I'm going to say hi back. I love you. That's how I work. So I need to make sure, that you don't belong to anybody else. First and foremost.
Say hi back, I love you.
I love you. I love you today.
I don't know, man. I don't think background checks should be done for the potential of a relationship that could happen.
But then you are months in, and then you find out. Like I didn't go down that rabbit hole on the who the F did I marry, which has been going on social media. I didn't go down that. But there's a woman that clearly found out, and
She what?
she found out.
I know, I heard.
Found out Guys, it's an actual word. It's and then now she's got to go through like divorce proceedings and all of that stuff. So I don't want to find out when I've introduced you to my kids and I've introduced you to family and I've like really, really fallen in love with you and I'm already picturing long term with you, then it's too late for me. I want to know soon.
I think it's easier. It's easier for guys,
Yeah.
Especially when like you're in your big age, like women are dealing with like men that are doing wild things in life.
Yeah. For fun.
For vibes. You understand? Yes. Caught up in like some really strange things.
Yeah.
I mean, for us, not that many women get into stuff. The space is there for sure. I would say, depending on like just certain things in her life, you might want to just like have a look.
Yeah.
I think I have my own way of like doing that as well. But I think it's also, remember last week I said like I'm like very patient. So I could have a conversation with a woman and it's like, if I feel like that over there could possibly be something else than what I'm actually seeing, I'll probably just like take some time and just look at it for a bit. Like 9 out of 10, you'll see what it is. Like when you take the time to look at it.
Yeah.
But it's also easy to just dial somebody.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
But and the thing is, they haven't come in as, hey, so I'm a pastor, or tell me a little bit about yourself. Hey, I'm a pastor, but what? They hide it because I suppose they want.
Ellen, they sliding in your DMs.
Guys,
She keeps saying,
you know what she's having. To all the pastors who've been saying, this is your year, they meant it with Ellen.
No.
They meant it with Ellen only.
Please,
This
no.
is your year.
It is not your year. It's not your year for me. Okay?
While he's speaking Greek then.
That is not the one. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Before You Weekend. It's been a long week, and it's especially long when we haven't seen you. So, hello, Calvin. How you
what's
doing?
poppin'? What's going on? No, I'm alright. I'm good. What's
Nice to see the. I mean, I liked it without sonor, but you know.
You know?
Hey
Okay,
TK.
What's up?
I'm good. You guys are just like firing off, and we haven't even like had some time to breathe yet.
Okay, here's a breather
Absorb
question.
the word.
Yeah.
So here's a breather question for you guys at home and you guys here. What's the one thing you like about yourself that you would like to believe other people like about you too?
Just grab a cup, you watching before your weekend. 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 Hey, you watching before your weekend.
I think sometimes we think, "Oh, I'm great at this. And other people go,
Yeah,
no, you're not.
I've had that a
Wait,
couple of times.
is that an attribute or something that you do or what?
Yeah, either or. Like something you think, people probably like this about me. And I like this about me too.
Yeah.
So for example, I know I'm very curious. I ask questions. In my head, there's some people who like it and there's some people who have a very low tolerance for that. They think, oh, is this guy interrogating me?
I think that's with everybody. Like anything that you'll mention, I think there'll be people that like it, people that don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a general
But specifically-
view of you that you have of yourself.
Yeah.
And then there's a general view that your community has of you. What do you think that is? What's the common ground?
Well, for me, I think it's my calmness. I think that's that's one thing I like about myself, and I think majority of people miss with that. And some people are just like, "Why are you so calm?" Like, and I'm like, "How is my calmness bothering your life?"
Yeah.
But it's like,
It comes across a little bit as foreboding, like this.
sorry, I don't.
People
know
are
that.
reading. Come on
I
now.
don't know that one. Please put me on.
It's
Is that fake?
no, not fake.
No, what is
sort
it?
of
What's
like
for-
threatening and dark kind of
okay.
thing. In your presence, online, that's not the case. But in your presence, you're not just still, but you can't just step to you.
You're Jack Mabasa.
Yeah, well, that's a little bit much.
He was always calm, as far as I remember, right?
No, but then you know that you're gonna die, like soon. You understand?
Not Jack Babazo.
Calvin is not like that, but he's got. It's sort of like watching a ship on the sea. It's slow. It's getting there. Like, but you know that you don't just mess with this massive, thing on the. So it's that I can't just. I don't think that people could just stick to you and, hey, so how you doing? Whatever. With you, I think people assume that they can just step to you because they don't want to step to him. Okay, I don't want to just step to you and then, go off, right? But then you actually find that you're really calm and you're chilled, it's fine. And then with you, it's like, hey, TK, and then TK is like, No, what we're not going to do is we're not going to jump in here and just give hugs, okay? That's not what we're going to do. And we're not going to start a conversation.
That happens on Instagram.
So yeah, that's the...
I post a story.
exactly
Oh,
how I
that's so
feel.
funny. Why you? No, I was just sharing a story I found funny. Let's all laugh, but I'm not trying to have a conversation.
We're not
I
talking
know,
after
right?
this.
Yeah.
I was actually telling my daughter that that we can all chill a little bit after recording. You are the first one to like, guys, can we go? Can we just go? I don't understand why we're still here. Can we just go? So that's what I get that you might not. I think you know that about yourself, but
Yeah, my battery, because I love people, but my battery runs quick. So it's like, as much as I love you, I'm depleting. I can't give more of myself.
so you've got a battery for every situation. You've got a battery
He
for
does
before you
sprints.
weekend.
Yeah, sprints.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like every time I have the chance to be with Calvin and MZ,
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm already counting like how long.
long is
The
this
longest time we had together, I think, was the weekend of the Summer Awards. I think Saturday night, just like, and you guys had energy. I was like, yo, this is great.
And worse because it's your people. I would think that it's when it's around strangers or just colleagues that you know.
Nah, that's just how he is, guy.
It's just standard.
See it in my face, like,
No, we can see it. I see it. Like I can see the energy, like just literally leaving your body, and then it's like, okay, I need to go now.
what's your thing?
I'm learning not. I don't like it much about me. I'm very caring, and I want to care for everybody, and I want to build everybody up to my detriment. So it doesn't matter what it costs. I just want to make sure that you're okay. And it happens in relationships, and I find that I'm like, I don't even like you anymore, but your heart, you know? So now I'm sticking around and I'm, just coddling you and all of that jazz for no good reason. So that's one thing that I think people might think about me, that I'm caring, I'm loving. It's mama vibes here.
Yeah.
You can come and get a hug, and, I'll deal with your problems and stuff. So I don't like that much about me, though.
Terrible.
It's terrible, right?
So if you don't like that about you, what do you like about you?
I don't like you much with your questions. That much I can say.
Turn into a therapy session.
Damn. And it's one of those now where if it was like a sitcom or whatever, they go into their mind and they go to like a little baby and then she's crying. In the shower, fetal position.
Oh, wow.
So I don't like this. I love the amount of love that I'm willing to give people. And it's always fresh. Yeah.
Damn it, that sounds like poetry.
It is, baby.
But it's like, because it sounds like to me, or the question is, do you have like boundaries?
Oh
It
yeah,
sounds
now
like-
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got boundaries. Somebody came. I don't know what it is, guys. What this year is, and I don't go into the whole. What's the stars thingy? Horoscopes and it starts with an A.
No, you must use the
astrology. Thank you.
You must use the
Hey, baby.
See, guys, we heard you. See us on the mic.
See us.
you must use the stock market analogy. Stocks.
The stocks are up now.
I
Is that
understand.
the reason why
So what
they're
is it?
coming
That's
in?
good, huh?
Is that what they say?
That's what I say.
That's what he's saying. The reason why.
I don't do astrology.
Holy busy.
Yeah, who be easy?
Who be easy?
Because
It's bullish.
Because the stocks
you
are up now.
understand? The supply and demand. You
I
understand?
can irritate other people. Go, it's the lunar sun. Don't do that.
I don't do that.
We don't care what moon it is. It's Friday. We all know it's Friday.
Let me tell you, I stopped listening. Like, you can't
OMG.
reason using that. And I have a friend who might be watching this. I'm sorry. I love you. You're amazing. But no.
Okay, so we're sitting, we went for dinner.
Because I know who you're talking about, so I'm trying to stay out of that. Don't involve me.
Like, stay away.
Listen to him. It's his
Oh, so they must come at you with the whole lunar
talk to him. It's his
sun,
problem
moon,
now.
rising.
Don't talk to me. But this is his problem now.
Guys. You should have just said the name.
No.
Like you were that close to just
I don't
saying
think
the
you
name.
understand. Okay, move on because
She's going to be she's figuring it out wherever she is. Okay, I'm leaving it. But what I want to know is like, okay, so you don't pick up that vibe from me. I haven't mentioned it before, and we want to get to know each other better, right? So we're sitting across each other and we're having dinner. We like 3 out of 5 courses in, so we are stuck there now. You know, and it's a curated kind of thing, so you can't just get up and leave. That's the picture I'm painting for you. And then I started like, okay, so what is your sun, moon, rising? Yeah, you understand? Stop laughing. Because I don't know the terminology properly, and I don't want to offend people in any way. But
they're already
move on. Move on.
sun, moon, rising, you know, hallelujah in this one and whatever. So, and then now you are across from me.
Yeah.
And then you're like, nah, I'm not really into that kind of thing. Oh, okay, so when's your birthday? And then
No,
you say
that's
when
how
your
it
birthday-
usually starts.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
usually
yeah.
starts with when's your birthday.
Yeah.
And then, and I usually, how I bait it all the time.
Yeah.
I literally do. I say, I'm
Prior to the whole...
So when I get the question,
yeah.
I know that it goes one of
One
two ways.
Yeah.
it's either going to be a normal conversation. Oh, I'm at this, I'm at that. Okay, done. We continue. Oh, we're going there.
Yeah.
So, but I bait it.
Yeah.
I say, when they say, when's your birthday? I say, I'm a big Scorpio. Already, I bait it.
Yeah.
You're a Scorpio? Then they want to check. They say, no. When's your birthday? And then I tell them, on this date. Then they go, oh snap, you actually are a Scorpio.
Damn.
And then it's like, then I look at it. Yeah, I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah.
And then what?
And then what?
Oh no, I'm at this and the third. Okay. Then we move, right?
Okay.
Or you're gonna go, yeah, but then they say this. I was, okay. That now it's going. Now even that has a range.
Yeah.
Like we could still have the apparently Scorpios are this. We could have that.
You can
because
have that,
We
yeah.
could have that. I mean, I don't really believe in it.
Yeah.
There's only one aspect of Scorpios that I really believe in. Da 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 da. You know, I'm a Pisces are this or Leos are that or whatever. Cool. For me, that's where the normal conversation ends.
Yeah.
Anything further than that,
Like what time? What were your
going to switch
coordinates?
off
Yeah.
now. Now you're losing me.
But with
you're
what-
gonna lose me.
With what you're saying, I want to kind of pivot this now because I was having a chat with a psychologist friend in South Africa. This is going to be in connection to relationships now. We're pivoting from the horoscopes thing. It just triggered that conversation we had. There are some men who tend to, and I'm going to maybe say this blatantly, men are looking for their grandmothers in the current woman they're dating.
Grandmothers, not their mothers.
Not the mother.
Sometimes it's the mother, but I guess maybe we can say the mother.
The nurturing factor mostly with the grandma.
I know that as the mother.
Let
not
me paint an example. I'm in a relationship with you. We in a public setting with Calvin.
Yeah.
We talking about something funny, and your view of whatever I said is different from what I said.
Yeah.
I tell you when we go home, why did you disrespect me like that? Just because you had a different view. I'm seeing there's this weird group of guys who aren't ready for a woman women to have their own opinion about stuff or own stance on stuff, like have their own independence. And it's like weird. Like what are you looking for? Are you looking for a woman that just says yes to everything? Like, then are you really a person of character if you can't handle being disagreed with?
I'm gonna say two things where that's concerned. I want to say, I think the way it's addressed, like the way you described how it was addressed afterwards, I think that's definitely like totally incorrect, right? But what I want to also point out where there's an error in the engagement, so now in the conversation, is when, and purely in my opinion, I guess, we'll see if it's shared, I guess. I think there is an error when we're having a conversation, socially, whatever the case is, and in your disagreeing with what is being said, you're pulling down.
Yeah.
See, that is a different conversation, and that actually happens more. That happens more so than the latter of someone's just sharing a different opinion.
Yeah.
You saying if the different opinion's intention is to go, no, you're wrong. It's ABC. You mean like that, or this is just my view on what he said?
No, it's a. Sorry, guys. Please excuse TK. Please excuse my man. I don't know where that came from, but I think that. Yes, that I don't know what he's saying.
Okay.
But this is what the conversation actually should be.
That's wrong. I fully
Yeah.
agree there.
You get what I'm saying?
That's disrespectful.
Because and that's the era when you have, obviously it's a woman with who's strong-willed and has strong character and standing on their opinion, which is solid, right? I think in that case there is a navigate, and this is on both ends, not just on the women's side. We're just saying that because that's the example, but on both sides, it's like, even if it's your partner, so let's just use that now. When your partner says something that's a little bit off in the room, you want to navigate it to cover them and correct it deeply outside. Not for you to stand, because what ends up happening is that now you've isolated your partner in a social setting.
I agree there. Yeah.
That's wild.
Fully agree there.
That's, you get what I'm saying?
Fully agree.
So that then the reaction that you're talking about, why did you disrespect me in public happens,
Yeah.
even though I don't agree with that, how that's then
Yeah.
addressed. You get what I'm saying? That's what comes to mind. When
100%. I think, and maybe it's just how I'm wired. I don't know if I've ever said that to you. I have to keep pointing you out because, I mean, you and I have the longest relationship in this room.
Yeah.
I want someone I can disagree with.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know, like, oh, while we're watching the
We've always
sitcom,
spoken about that.
and I think that's also why we're so close. That we can have a healthy disagreements and still not agree at the end of the conversation. We just understand each
And
other's
that's
views.
cool. And that's
I want to be in love with someone I can go, yeah, but I don't like how that character did that. I don't think this is right. This is what should happen. And then she would come with her view. I don't care if we agree. I just want to see that we can think.
Yes.
Your
That's
brain
good.
actually works.
good.
If it doesn't work, we can't be in a relationship.
It's good.
If it's just, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh hell, I am bored.
But as women,
Yeah.
we go through that more often than not, where there isn't the logic behind thinking that in that moment she didn't approach it correctly. She brought me down in trying to prove a point or trying to raise a point. She was, bringing me down as her partner or whatever it may be. That doesn't even have to be the case. Just the fact that you are a man is enough for men. I can speak to you in that way. He can have an opposing view, and he can even like, hi baby man, this yabo, and then when you keep quiet, and then at home he'll say that like, don't ever do that again. And
I think that's
whether
cool.
they are far on the spectrum of being that way of abusive or not, it's something that happens all the time. I've had that very, very recently, and if you do watch this, thanks for watching.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Hey,
Come on,
boy.
This is a Tupac Kid and Mark episode. That's why. First of all,
anyway, let's not start with that because it's just going to come out.
I don't know what's going on.
He was
almost there,
upset
baby.
that I chose to use my time in the way that I used it, and I wasn't spending time with him.
Okay,
Right?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I said, look, I'm not home right now. I'm out. Right. And I left it at that so I could get home. I could first gather myself. And then when I do get home, then, we can have this conversation. I'm like, okay, I'm home now. And he's like, oh, so now.
Can I tell you how I hate that? What is that? Is this kindergarten? Are we in high school?
But
Why?
Ellen, didn't you is there a trend that you taught him?
Oh, no.
What trend?
Definitely not.
Did you just meet this guy or you guys been together?
He was trying to establish something.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
but either way.
Either way,
No, but I like what he's saying.
No.
there.
I hear what he's saying,
Yeah.
but I'm like, either way, that's a 5-year-old response.
So what you're saying is,
That's my problem.
have I allowed it before?
No, is there a certain, let's say for instance, we meet every time at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Now
Oh, no,
all of a sudden
that
it's
definitely
changed.
wasn't.
That's why I'm asking, was there
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, if you meet every day at 5:00, and then
That
today
day.
she says, "Yo, I'm actually at the mall today. I'm looking at the time. Or in fact, we're not linking. I'm at the mall. I'm just gonna breathe."
Then what?
Can I come shop with you?
Is that
No,
what
I
you
don't want.
No. But I kind
And I
of
get that part, right?
What is he saying?
I kind of like the train. I kind of like the train he's saying
Yeah.
because and correct me if I'm wrong, producer. I'm hearing we have this pattern that makes us happy. Why would you break the pattern that makes us happy? You can still do it in another time.
But that's such an assumption, though. It is. You're assuming that
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
you're assuming that it entirely makes us equally happy.
Yeah.
You're assuming that. You're not considering the fact that it might be that for you and it might be this. And for it to be this for me, I might need a balance of the 5 o'clock all the time. And once in a while I might say, yo, today I'm just gonna hit the mall for a bit, just go to the movies and just have dinner. I'm gonna talk to you when I get to the house. And that's all it is.
Yeah.
You know? Because I say that because for me it's we could do the whole thing, whatever, but like I sometimes just need that. I just need to be alone.
Yep.
Like I just need my own space, and I'm not even doing anything significant. I'm literally just at the house watching Netflix, or I'm on my phone, and I'm just by myself. And even to an extent of, even when we're in the house together, like you in the other room, I'm here. That's it. Because for me, it's the balance. Like just because we're together doesn't mean we need to be together all the time. Yes. So that's all I was saying. Like, I think just the reaction was a little bit offish. Maybe if it was a lack of communication, like repeated, I get that. Like, yo, you do this thing and you don't say anything, and you just pop up. And I think that's a little bit off. So you see, we're not addressing the fact that you wanted time by yourself. We're addressing the fact that your communication's a little bit off. And if that's the case, it might communicate incorrectly, the lack of communication. Excuse me. Right? Yeah.
I get that.
For me, the reason why, and when I said, when I was adamant and so sure that I wasn't leading him on that this is the way we do things in this relationship or relationship to be, is because I was that person before. So I just wanted to be with my person the whole time. I just had to be with my husband. I had to be with my husband. Everywhere you go, I had to be with, and reason being, I built this fantasy relationship, in my head when I was little. So in my head, because of what TV taught me and what my books taught me, he doesn't want to be away from me. In the books, it says that he couldn't wait to get home from work and whatever. And now I've got to deal with somebody that's sitting in the garage and is not getting out of the car.
Yeah, just for 5-10
minutes.
Just gathering himself from the storm he just came from. Just gathering himself.
And just to get ready for another one, because now I'm getting angry at the fact that you sat in the car for so long. So you've got to deal with that. And then I've got to offload everything that I went through and et cetera, et cetera. So I'm very... I'm very aware now not to be that person to other people. And in order not to be that person, I've also got to put like boundaries. I've got to, I have to make time for myself, because before it was just him. Everybody else got cut off. It was just him and how to make him happy.
Oh, you're one of those, Ellen.
Oh, bruh.
Oh, damn. Like, Ellen gets into a relationship and we're out.
You guys are out. Like, my family's out. And I don't think they care, but my family didn't matter. Like, nobody mattered except him and his family. It's not just him. It's everything that's connected to him and how I can make it better.
Yeah.
So I started putting,
It's crazy.
boundaries in place on some, sometimes I don't want to see you. And now I've gotten like very, like brutally honest, because if I say that I'm not going to see you today, I'm just going to veg at home. People can't really hear that. It's like, excuse me, over vegging at home. I'm like, yes. I just want to, I just want to veg. And it helps me when you say you can't see me.
Yes.
Then I'm accepting of it.
Yeah.
To all the female podcasts out there who are looking for real conversations, here's your guest.
100%.
Let's do this.
I'm tired of these things.
So there's a clip. I just forgot. I forgot the guy they were interviewing, but he's a musician, right? Irrelevant to the context. But he's having this interview with this lady, and they go into husband and wife dynamic. Also a working American. It was American content. Yeah. But she explained something so interesting, and she says he was trying to describe the whole aspect of you at work and you have those long hours, and then when you get home, you don't want to deal with that same, energy or fight or whatever the case is. And then she says something so profound. She says, but the thing is, when you're at work, you smile with everybody and you pretend with everybody as if everything is okay. Yeah. I sometimes want you to come home and do the same thing.
Damn.
Right? She's like, no. Then he's like, no, but I can't pretend with you because you're my person. I need to be real. Then she's like, no, but I'm tired of always catching that back end of everything. So sometimes come home, smile with me, pretend like everything is okay. I was like,
that's crazy.
even his face, he was shook because it was like a live interview. He was like, I've never heard that perspective before.
I mean, I think it's because at the end of the day, everyone's trying to find the person you can be naked with mentally, emotionally, physically, like be naked in every sense of the word. Because you spend most of the day being
Be
clothed.
naked in love and not naked and afraid.
Yeah.
Afraid is a show, by the way. Have you seen
That's
that
a good
show?
copyright
White
right
people,
there.
White people is crazy. Guys,
I don't know.
Sorry, you know, we love you, white people. But anyway,
Like, naked and afraid
have you
is
seen
what I need
Naked
to talk
and Afraid?
about.
So I'm dead. Have you seen Naked and Afraid?
No. What is it about?
So it's a show. No, it's a real show. Naked and Afraid is a show where two people go into the wilderness.
That's
or
why.
whatever.
It's not
Naked.
more. I haven't seen it. I heard the premise. Is like, no, I'm not watching
If
this.
it's
Yeah,
not
no.
what?
Is it not like is it not like Survivor but
Survivor
naked
type
or?
It's just
It's only two.
Yeah, it's only two
Okay.
people. Only two people. So it's
But
not like
that's
it's
why
not like a group. Yeah, it's
I
only
haven't
two
seen
people.
it. It's because whoever is busy with the algorithm says that we cannot even suggest.
Yeah, that thing is wild. They naked, you know, wearing anything.
A whole
they're in
Adam
the
and
wild
Eve
for
situation.
for like a month or 2 months, something like that, like 30 days, 60 days in the wild. And then they need to do the stuff where they survive, basically. And then they create stuff from leaves and Adam and Eve vibes. I'm sure that's where they got the idea.
Yeah,
like, yo,
it
imagine
has
that.
to be there. Except then the snakes, well, not really the snake, but everything else respected you. And your winky that is all willy-nilly in the...
Everything respected Africans. As for everyone else, we can't speak for them because Ethiopia is the only country that managed to tell lions and bees, get those whites. No one else has ever done that. I'm still hung up on that history.
Yeah, that's still, that's
You
still
told a
so
lion. There it is.
we
Throws
used to
me
talk-
off.
We used to talk to lions. We used to chop it up with lions. Yeah. And then, sorry.
Gang,
then-
gang.
and
It
then
makes
when,
sense.
when you're watching the show, then my dad goes, Kings on us. There's none of this. It's what you're seeing. The shots that they cut, that's where they're naked. When they say cut, they dress.
Yeah.
My dad is secure.
I feel like there was a lot of. I mean, we're pivoting and we need to get into this. How many minutes are we in?
32.
Damn.
Yeah, boy. Good conversation.
Lunch.
I feel like with a lot of the social experiments, especially how at the rate they're all coming out now, it's like, okay, so people have found the formula. Survivors created some fantastic idea, and everyone's building on that now.
Yeah.
And it feels like the way they cut these shows now, you can tell the cameras go off and you go back to like chilling and wait. You treat it like an actor and actress. You're not actually in the experiment anymore. So like the one experiment I'm watching now is called couple to throuple. So couples who are intentionally trying to find a third party to become part of this
TK, why are you
relationship.
watching
Because
I-
it's TK.
Thank you.
That wasn't a compliment in
I will
any
receive
way.
it.
It was
Watching.
not a
It's a
compliment.
compliment. It's
What are
entertaining.
you watching?
Trust me. I'll send you guys the link.
No.
Watch.
No.
Yeah, look.
You don't need that influence. In
Why
our
do you need
lives.
company on the? No, please don't invite us.
But essentially, it's people who want to go into thruples, and you see how their thought pattern is, their behavior on, okay, when we say we like this person, what does that mean? Or this person comes in, how do you navigate a 3-year relationship now? And you're trying to see how, you're assessing how, from one person's point of view, what does it mean to satisfy that person's need and that person's need, and what does it mean for the other people? It's a very interesting dynamic. But to some degree, you can tell there's some couples out there who are just there for the bag. It wasn't just, I'm actually curious to see how do you navigate this thing?
Yeah.
And maybe a Survivor and a show like Amazing Race, it was purely on the adrenaline rush of doing something you've never done before. But every other social experiment that's come out afterwards was like, okay, you guys are just curious because your wife won't let you do it. So you're going to put people in front of a
Oh,
camera.
yeah.
Have
Which
you
one
seen-
would you join that's currently like running?
I would definitely do Survivor.
Yeah,
I don't
he
like
wants to
Amazing
do- He
Race.
wants to do Survivor.
I want to become the host of Survivor.
Nah, man.
Jeff,
I mean, like
if you
actually
see this.
participating, not.
Yeah, Survivor. The problem with the Survivor is it's a social game. That's my only weakness. I can connect, but then I'm tired.
And then,
I will vote,
They
but
can't
get
go
out of my
anywhere.
way.
They are there next to you every single day. They are just there. You've
Like,
gotta
but
deal
even like with
that.
that show, there's no way there's no. Apparently, there's no toilets. But like, if women go there, there's no way there's no pads and tampons if they're
that's what I've
menstruating.
been thinking.
There is no
Yeah.
way. They must just find a way.
No, I definitely think they get your pads and tampons. But for me, it's I don't even go to the bathroom like in front of a it took me like at least a year with my ex-husband when we were still dating, and we were staying to eat with each other. If anybody from the church sees this, well, now you know. We were shacking up like.
I knew it. That was the problem.
Don't matter.
That was the.
And your opinion don't matter.
No, I wouldn't do it again. I was young, dumb, and stupid, whatever. But for 5 days a week, we were in each other's company. Luckily for me, the way my body is set up, but I would wait until I go to my mom's place over the weekend. I do washing and whatever. I couldn't say it in English because there's just no way. So, like, I'm not even going to the bathroom in your presence. I'm not doing that. So there's no way I'm going to be on Survivor. It's not going to work for me. I'm not squatting. I'm not going to the bathroom in your presence.
What?
It won't come. Like, nothing will happen. I will go and nothing will happen. Like, legit. We actually started, like, when we got married, he would like say, okay, now you're stuck. You have to. And then he'd be like, get used to it and stand like on the outside of the door. Are you okay? I'm like, you're gonna please. I would ask him to please leave the house.
What?
In order for you to use the bathroom?
Yes.
What?
I don't know.
Oh,
like,
but
this is not the topic though, but I'm just saying this is the reason why I can't do Survivor. No, I'm just saying I can't do Survivor for those reasons because you got to go and squat.
But okay, cool. Explain this thing that's happening.
But this is also for her. It's also connected to the idea that you made in your head of how this works.
No, it's
Right?
just the way I think it's just the way I am. Like, I start a new job and I will pee at 4 a.m. in the morning, go to work for the entire day, not pee, come back and then pee because I need to be in my bathroom.
Not.
Wow.
So it's not a main thing.
But is that a hygiene thing?
It's a hygiene thing, and it's also just I can't with strangers. It's the same reason why I if I have to go to a restaurant, I have to actually, if somebody asks me out, right, I always choose restaurants that I've been to before. But even then, it's difficult for me to eat in front of strangers. So
Is that you today?
That's me today.
Wow.
I can't, and you guys aren't really strangers. I mean, you're strange, but you're not strangers. But like, I can eat chips in front of you guys. No. Like, it's just, I think I can eat in front of like my kids. Everybody else, I'd eat very, very slowly. I'm so conscious of the way I'm chewing, just everything around me, that it's difficult.
I've heard about this.
So
As a motivational speaker, # get out of your head.
Pretty much, right?
You are your own problem. The reason why.
guys, do you know how much fun it is to be in my head? Like, I have the most fun conjuring up stuff here.
I don't think I want to know.
But you can't eat in
You
public.
don't?
But you can't eat. It's so fun, but don't eat.
But dude,
But the weight gain is just. But anyway, yes, that is.
Okay,
that's the thing.
let's get into it one at a time. Chris Brown was asked to be part of the NBA Celebrity All-Star Game and then was uninvited because apparently the sponsors, NBA said they're not sure about how the sponsors are going to feel if he were to be part of the starting lineup. The sponsor for the NBA All-Star Game was Ruffles. And Chris Brown went to Instagram and said, well, that's weird. He called them out straight. Ruffles then said, we don't decide who's part of the celebrity lineup, which is probably weird because if you're putting millions down for All-Star Weekend, you probably are deciding who's part of the lineup. My only question I wanted to ask for something like this is, and we know why they would uninvite Chris Brown. I think my only question with something like this is, when is it okay to uncancel someone? Because how much work must someone put in for you to go, okay, guys, but he's still...
let me tell you, and it's because you brought up this specific name. After some time, there are individuals that have been quote-unquote uncancelled, and people let them do. Chris Brown is now doing it to himself. It's his fault at this stage. Because eventually, it's like, slowly but surely, people got into conversations and were like, whether it's he admitted to the conversation. It's not that he denied whatever happened. There were whatever consequences at the time. He's lost a whole lot of money where that's concerned. We already know that. Okay, cool. Time has gone by. Okay, Rihanna said, okay, sharp, But then you start doing these other things Do you get what I'm saying? Just on the brink of people saying, you know what? All right, cool. You do another stupid thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously Chris Brown is one of the most talented individuals. Like, that's a conversation we can go on. It does, irregardless. It doesn't matter what's happened. Like, he's one of the biggest, most selling, etc. Right? One of the most talented. But, and especially after the incident with Usher, I was like, bro, it's not necessary though.
Yeah.
Like, that it isn't. Like, now you're doing this thing, you know, and you're a certain type of person, and you're doing it to yourself. Nobody can stand up for you, bro. Nobody. And that's my disappointment though with the Chris Brown conversation. Not that it's not on the scale that it matters, but like, that's just my disappointment. To be like, you had the opportunity to just keep chiming and doing your thing, putting that thing where it was, and where you got into a pocket where you were speaking about, of course, and admitting to the fact that this went down like this and the third, you know. But just when in the window, when everything could have been fine, you could have been at a 60 or 70% where everybody was like cool with it. Of course, the 30 feel whatever, even probably based on personal experience, that it's a little bit difficult for them just on that basis, and that's understandable. You go and still do half of the nonsense you do. So for me, that's the problem. It's actually, in context, it's beyond that incident.
I get you, because I saw that in the comments as well when I saw how he was like, I guess, addressing this issue. To some degree, and I was thinking about this after I saw that, it's like you said something just now. I feel like the most talented and most gifted people in the world have the biggest vices.
Yes.
And it's like weird. Even within the Christian or the spiritual community, you got Kirk Franklin makes the greatest of gospel music who was addicted to porn. It's like, okay.
Bro, you still bringing that up, bro.
Must I bring up another person? Must I bring up Martin Luther King? Who do you want? Do you want Malcolm X? Do you want Nelson Mandela? Who else do you want?
Kirk chopped it up. He told y'all, dog, everything's fine.
I think that's why we're okay with him, because like, you explain where your mind is at and what you're going through. But I don't think.
Then again, that's more than. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What
do you want to say?
No, I was gonna say that's more than half of the room where men are concerned. So like, why do we isolate to where he's concerned just because he sings gospel?
No, I mean, I think
he's sorry.
He's probably the most prominent one, but I feel like, and that's one thing that would be a dope podcast where the most gifted people say, "This is actually my vice, and I'm accepting this now." Oh, that's where all the confessions.
Accepting.
Do you want to accept? I feel like you only change when you accept who you are.
Okay, I get you.
I realized I was a trashy person after the fact, and I could come to YouTube and go, yeah, no, this is how I was when I was married. I was not good.
That'd be interesting, I guess.
I mean, it's gonna take a lot of courage for that.
But to what you're saying, I mean, even for the Chris Brown conversation, excuse me, that's his vices get him in. Yeah. Get him into.
It's the fact that Martin Luther King had multiple women, and we love him. We all love him.
You couldn't, like, we tried to move past it. Then you were like, I'm going to.
Yeah, he is.
No matter what, it's going to come in there. People must know.
I just want to know how he like lured. Okay. Lured is the wrong word. How he flirted all the way to bed, because that voice.
What do you mean?
No, but way back then it was the voice.
I have a dream.
Also, he was powerful.
Oh, what's wrong?
So women.
Okay, power.
I
get
don't
power.
want.
Cat Williams has.
Oh, I almost said a South African.
Nigga, do you know what time it is? And that's Martin Luther with the bass. Can you just come on,
girl? You look mighty fine in them.
You are hopeless. I say it like
it's not working, man.
He's not even giving him a chance. Yeah.
There's no way. I'm not trying to judge him. It's like, how did you fall?
Also, at the same time, he's probably like an intellect.
Oh yeah,
you know,
maybe. Yeah.
So the conversations are different because obviously he knows a lot of history, especially things like that. So the conversations are not normal conversations too, right? And then calm, suave.
It's human nature, guys.
You give me?
It's human nature. You're not gonna. There's women that could prove me wrong, like day in day out. I
No,
know,
they will.
but
I
There's
see
people
exactly
falling-
where you're going. They'll prove you wrong.
they'll prove me wrong, like by going for the most swag guy around. You know, like nothing to offer in terms of intellect. I'm not talking about like financial means. I'm just talking about intellect and just having a conversation and whatever. But that is, it's such a turn on that you don't even have to try for. Right? So women that are in power, women that are sure about themselves, they're going to get a whole lot of eyes on them. Right? Men don't know how to deal with that. Maybe even women don't know how to deal with powerful men. But it's such an attraction because you know where you're going, and I wanna be there.
Yeah.
So you can't be a leader. You can't be a Nelson Mandela on some. You can come if you like. You know, you have to make sure that people feel this thing that you are feeling. They live what you are living. So obviously, you're going to get your Kirk Franklins, your Martin Luther Kings, and whoever.
I can get people falling for Nelson Mandela's trauma. I can understand that one. There's something
But
about
you
him.
can't get
But what
Martin
can you-
Luther.
It's the voice. There's just something there that says no. You're gonna deal with that for the
You
whole
can
night.
get Mandela's one?
Yeah, because he makes people laugh and makes
No.
people comfortable. That's what he did.
But you could barely even like.
Have you ever seen anyone laugh around Martin Luther King?
All you hearing.
And then you've got to like think at night, sexually.
Am I wrong? Yeah, am I wrong, dog? That's all you're hearing.
Guys, you people are disrespectful. So disrespectful. I can't.
Wait,
even
but think
believe it.
about it though. He said that's better. That's what he said.
No, I
said
get how
that-
it made people feel.
You can hear it.
Oh,
You can
my
hear.
God.
Are we hearing the same things?
Okay, but then like in bed, what does he sound like in bed?
You have to run it.
You have to.
Yeah, you have to
I
run
need
it.
to know. No. Last year, you guys were laughing at me, or you found it weird that I want to hear a man speak, and if he's got a very low register type of voice, then I mean,
Yes.
you know, I'll go for him. You found it weird and wild last year. So now when I'm asking, how does he sound in bed? And I'm not talking about the sounds he makes. I'm just talking about like the back and forth talking and the affirmations and whatever. Find a sentence that, somewhere in your head.
You mean for
that is
Nelson Mandela?
clean. That is clean, yes. But in bed. And then tell me that he is sexy over a Martin Luther King.
Gracia, I'm glad that you came.
That's every reason to be turned off.
This is what I'm saying. It's such a tough day today, and you decided to join me
But
in
also,
my room.
this is
Come on,
this is why I
TK.
can understand Michael Jackson. If Michael Jackson, I can believe Mikey was smooth, because he put
Why
on,
Mike? Why MJ?
because he put on a voice. There's been times being caught.
Oh yeah. He does.
and
put
he
on
and
the
he
voice.
hears
Yeah,
his
he's got
real
low
voice
register.
like, oh,
Yeah, he's
of
got low
course,
register. Yeah, he does.
he can get whoever he wanted.
Did you know that, Ellen?
I did not know that.
There's videos
did?
out there.
I didn't know that, but I'm just
But not like a
thinking now
heavy,
of-
not a heavy with a bass.
It's not a heavy.
Yeah. It's almost. I
like
think
a-
it's
a
like a
regular,
normal. Yeah,
like
like
you
a
can hear
normal.
it,
Yeah,
like
like
you're a
a
man.
Yeah.
No, I was just thinking of
Okay, so bad.
Guys, I'm just speaking the way you were thinking. Don't take this personally.
Okay, you're a man. Is he not a man?
I was gonna say he's a black man because the Caucasians don't really, they don't, they
Don't
like,
recognize him.
yeah, Jesus didn't.
Being the black people.
Hey, black people, men's voices, like compared to white men.
I mean, he just didn't use the same jargon.
No, I think for.
the register in your voice.
Okay.
Wait. What do you guys say?
No, but then now what I was saying
Michael.
about
What do you guys say? Huh?
I was talking about the tone in a man's voice, right?
You're saying
just like you would
Caucasians
say
don't have-
because he's a man. I was going to say because he's a black man in my head without saying it because
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he
because
is.
he's a black
Yes.
man. Yeah. So there are black men with like really teeny tiny voices.
Cat
We're not going
Williams.
there. That is not where we're going.
Cat Williams.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand how that works.
For me, it
But it's the
It would take
it's
a
the
lot.
conversation though.
it doesn't matter.
That's a.
It would take a lot because
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
say, "Hey, ma'am," immediately, and I'm sorry, guys. Unfortunately, fortunately, the way that my brain works is that it will always go intimate. I don't want to say sexual, but it'll always go there before anything else. So you're busy talking, and I'm imagining, and I'm like, I don't see how.
So he said, ma'am, you're the tallest glass of water
I
I've ever
can't.
seen." You better go find Volpre.
You better go.
Sponsored by Volpre.
I cannot do that. I can't in the morning. I'm like, hey, baby. And then he's like, hey, baby. And you know, for me, it's a problem. So it doesn't matter what you say. Eventually, we could enter into a relationship. Eventually, it'll work on my last G-string. I can't take stuff like that.
Who else is part of that list that throws you off? Like, how are these people falling for you? And at the same time, we haven't spoken about women. Like, because I'm trying to think, are there women that make us go, how are these men falling for you?
But let's not forget this. Let's not forget this. I'm not ugly. I'm a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cute.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget that money and power changes the factor. You know. So, Cat Williams, short, and I love Cat Williams, by the way. I'm not hating on Cat Williams. I love him. I mess with him. He's dope. Cat Williams is short.
Mm-hmm.
Short guy in the room.
Short. Tiny.
Right? And I apologize, my brother. I mess with you though.
That's all right.
Short, and he's got a high pitched voice. But I'm sure he's cataloged long.
You think so?
I know it. Don't think so. Cataloged long. I mean, he's old now, so we're not counting now. I'm not saying like now is the factor. I think he's definitely in his dad stage and just like whatever. But in his prime, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Right? Because I would say that about like Kim Kardashian. Because she's annoying. How do you sit and listen to that person's talk the whole day?
All of them.
No ways, TK.
Okay, first of all, Naomi Campbell, if you're watching this, don't cancel us the way you did Elsa. I know you're friends with them.
That was hectic.
Let's actually get into this now.
Yo, that was.
Please tell us about time. Like, we can't be taking away people's lunchtime.
Watching before you weekend.
Okay, so for those who don't know,
That thing was
and you
wild.
guys can correct or fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
As far as I know, Elsa did a TikTok video where she explained her relationship with Naomi, how it started, what came about. She explained how the relationship got foul, and that relationship drove her to start drinking again, or to start drinking heavily. To some degree, she alluded to the fact that Naomi closed doors on her progress because they wanted to make a documentary on her, and Naomi wanted to be part of that. And then the people that Naomi tried to plug came to Elsa saying, yo, I heard Naomi made you and whatever else. And she corrected saying that's not true. And then Naomi took offense and said, yo, how dare you? And that changed everything. That changed the dynamic of the relationship. Elsa tried to make things right again, but she could see this not working out. Eventually they split. They went their separate ways. My only issue on that is you would think someone like Naomi has gone through enough exploitation to realize we have to fix a problem in Black Hollywood. And maybe at the same time, she came into the industry by being groomed, and that's all she knows how to do.
Oof, that's good.
She doesn't know how to actually be the solution. And that's terrible to see, because now if that is true, then now we have to look at Oprah and vet Oprah. Are you the solution or you're the problem?
We've already vetted Oprah. I don't know what you mean we've got to vet Oprah. Oprah's a problem.
Yeah, people still think, oh, she's the one. But it's like, no. But then also now we have to vet Beyonce. We have to vet who else is up there at that time.
Beyonce been vetted. Beyonce. Apparently Beyonce's cancelled thanks to Ndumi letting us know. We didn't know the fact. Apparently y'all cancelled Beyonce. Y'all are hectic.
And they cancel her at a time where I can finally say, well, actually, it's been maybe 1 or 2 albums. Because I like country. Now you know. Like, I mess with country really, really, really hectic. Hey? Maskandi of America, kwa.
Not this one.
Even this one, I mess with Maskandi. I've got a whole playlist, like for real. I listen to music that people wouldn't think that I listen to. And now she's got a country album out, or she's getting ready to. I don't know. I just heard 2 songs, and I was like, damn.
The country is made by Black people. That's where it started.
Yes, I get that.
But it wasn't a race thing, TK. It was a
Huh?
Beyonce thing.
Yeah, no, it's.
Wait, we're talking
I'm-
about now.
I'm-
What are we
I'm
talking
just
about
saying
now?
No,
that-
it wasn't a race thing, sure. It's not a matter
Oh,
of
okay,
race
okay,
thing.
okay.
You know
I
what I'm
was just saying that
Because I feel.
Ticket's ready. He's like, yeah, let's get it.
you were ready to go off. He was
He's ready to go off.
It was our thing. It's all our thing.
yeah,
They just.
all of it. Yeah,
But it's really good. It's just even on that, I was like, something is missing here. I was listening to 16 Carriages, I think the name is, and I was like, I don't know, man. I need something more. There's something, but Ekare, she's not, anymore. There's just somewhere where she's not hitting anymore, and I don't know if it's with everything that she's going through or it's coming through the music, because you can pretend like everything is hunky-dory, but it's going to come out, especially if you're an artist, it'll come out in your art some way or form, so
yeah, but I
is
mean,
she cancelled?
I don't think
Or it's still happening.
I don't think Beyonce is a nice human. Let me tell you, I don't think Beyonce is a nice human.
I can believe that. But wait, get back to the Naomi thing. Naomi and Elsa.
Yeah, no, we
Yes,
can
yes.
definitely.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep track with that for sure. Naomi, my observation, classist, very. And if you understand what classism does to people, especially house niggas, it gets very interesting.
I get that.
So again, she's one of those characters where it's like in real life you're actually not a nice human. So classism, what actually happens is that you lean more towards your relationship with people becomes transactional more than anything else, because they've got to fit into your picture. Excuse me.
Yeah.
They've got to fit into your picture. You get what I'm saying? So even with when you're taking on somebody that's not at your level, you're doing it for the "I made you" label, because that gasses you up.
But I think that's what's always heartbreaking to see. Like, you saw the problem and you thought, let's just keep the problem here because that's how I make money. Versus you can still make money in being the solution.
Yeah, my brother. Yeah.
It's too
Yeah,
much
no.
internal work.
You're asking for a lot.
I know nothing. I've never been interested in models and whatever. But when I read that story, it's like, Naomi, you had
Yeah, but Naomi been.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
she's been
yeah,
because
yeah.
and hence so I'm like, when you're classist, you then in that room that teaches you how to, you know what I'm saying? It's like we're speaking about race last week, etc. And I'm like, imagine an Uncle Ruckus, because you're in that room and it's teaching you and it's indoctrinating you that this is how you navigate. So she's taught how to exploit poverty. She's taught how to do that because she's in that room.
she's groomed them.
Yes. And she does it to impress the room. Oh, you did that? I did this.
You see
get
this
what I'm
African sensation? Let me show you some.
Yeah. Oh, Elsa, the biggest whatever. Oh, yeah, I made her.
Yeah.
Because it's like how you claiming artwork on the wall. That's how they claim humans.
Yeah.
In classism is also very strange behavior as well. Yeah. It's wilder when you see it up close.
So that Special Investigations Unit will be investigating Home Affairs and Prasa. Finally.
Hey, Prasa, they've been cutting that check.
Yeah, I'm happy, but at the same time, I feel like the Home Affairs is gonna go. Here's $1 billion. Just say nothing. You're gonna talk about our Nigerians?
Yeah.
Hold on, hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll probably
those are
say like, this
the
is what's
big
going to
bad
happen
departments.
if you open that can of worms. This is what's going to happen, guys. So if you don't want to see anarchy, if you don't want to see the country turning upside down on its head,
You know what's funny with that? In light of like the injury I have, I had to go to the police station, and I only went this week to go get a case number and whatever else. They told me to wait, and people were coming in talking about things they had to like file. The amount of people that said, I'm here to get an affidavit for identity theft was concerning. And that's just literally one
day or one
in one
afternoon.
sitting. Yeah, I was sat
Yeah.
there for like an hour.
Yeah.
And I think there like 3-4 people were like, yo, identity theft, someone's trying to apply for loans on my name. Why is this so easy?
yeah.
Yeah.
How are so many people coming and asking for this? And in this small area, if it's happening like this, how many other police stations are having the same query?
Yeah.
Like, that's concerning.
Yeah, but that's that's also like not so like different. Like it's a whole thing, and I think that's always my fear as well when I lose. Well, I think in previous situations when I've lost like an ID or whatever, and I'm just like, and it's even more wild for women because you mess around, go somewhere, and find out you're married, and that we run that as a joke, but it's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
You know, and for guys, I think the only thing is the whole accounts and somebody putting their face by your name, essentially. But yeah, it's a whole thing, bro.
Yeah.
It really is.
You guys, Rebecca Oppenheimer donated 15 million to Rise Mzansi. That party is months old. It's not even a year.
I saw something. Somebody sent me a clip
Oppenheimers will stay
on
running.
how they move. Yeah, and it's not the first one. They've done it before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they've done it a number
They
of
keep
times.
on doing it. So, and I think my response to him this morning was,
And she's the daughter, by the way. She's not even the main.
exactly, that money is long. They can wait it out. Like legit, everyone that comes in and goes out until they get what they want, they can legit wait it out and keep on throwing money at parties. Like,
With that being said, elections are now the 29th of May. If the Oppenheimers have donated, whatever, into like
paid.
Invest-
4 or 5 parties. Apparently, someone else's view was some columnist on, I think it was Pretoria News, said the goal is to keep EFF out. So they'll put money into everyone else. However, you have to be in agreement with not being for the nationalization of mines. There's a few things they look for them to give you that kind of money.
Probably a state-owned.
Yeah, which is like, so then is EFF the solution then if Oppenheimers are trying to, because essentially to some degree, if I have to share my personal opinion, the idea of what EFF is saying about nationalization of banks and mines, if you look at the annual reports that come out from all these institutions, there is enough money in this country to actually make education, primary and high school education free.
Yeah.
To actually make great medical care available. There's that much money we have.
100%.
And no one's saying, actually, but this could be a viable solution. And imagine having a country where you don't have to worry about medical aid or you don't have to worry about food. I think people won't spend their energy on trying to survive then. They'll spend their energy on trying to be innovative. And now we have better solutions. If you don't have to worry about what you're going to eat, of course I can worry about what's the new idea we need to do for the country.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you want to vote a gatekeeper in?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me it's like I do feel like we're stuck too much also on debating whether EFF should be the next ruling party or da-da-da-da. And I'm like, they're probably not the best option, but we need to just have change and for people to understand that change is possible.
Yeah.
Right now, it's that there's this thing that I learned where it's like sometimes you're in a place and you don't know that you can say no. Or you don't know that you don't have to agree with it. You can do something different. And until then, you're just doing the same thing and you're just going with it because you don't know that I feel like SA doesn't know that there's a possibility of change because they've never seen it.
Yeah.
We didn't see the change of government.
Yeah.
We didn't see it.
That was in our time, yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we don't know that. And how I explain it is also just from like, I've had a conversation with like my dad and some people from the ANC and whatever, because I was wondering, I'm like, why are you guys still talking about the struggle? What struggle are you talking about?
30 years later.
Right? And the whole notion behind it is to get people to still kind of fight to keep us in. And I'm like, I think we're way past that.
Yep.
But what was an actual thing is the fighting that happened when we had the actual change in government. That was the actual period where when we talk about fighting for the struggle, etc. But even that whole mindset, it died with our great grandfathers, and you know what I'm saying. Even though my father was part of was part of that era as well, but he was a younger generation of that
Yeah.
era, right? So my dad's home, working, he's not really, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, he's having conversation with certain peers and myself, etc. But the actual work then is down to us. But for me, it's the possibility of change. Like, we just need to have change just for that.
Yeah.
And I think as a country, we'll move different.
100%.
Because when you think about other African countries, it is why they go, yes, we can change.
Yeah.
Because they know what
Yeah.
change looks like. They know we went from this and this guy did wrong and we went, okay, you're not trying to hear it. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there is going to be a level of, you know, like instability, right? For a bit.
We need it, actually.
We need it. That's what I'm saying. Because the stability we currently have
It's
doesn't
not
even
serving
make sense.
us.
Doesn't
It's
even make
serving.
sense.
It's serving Van de Beek.
Do you guys
It
want to
makes-
share who you voting for?
It's not ANC. At this point, I'm kind of leaning towards Rise of Mzansi, but when I read the manifestos and I check these other parties, it seems like there is some resistance against. Okay, they will say they don't support BE. To some degree, I can hear the idea of why, but not supporting BE also means you're against small businesses,
Yeah.
and that's an issue for me. But at the same time, you're not going to find a perfect party.
Nope. You know,
I
It's
want
like-
Zuma back.
my bro.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, if that could be a thing,
He'll get seats in parliament, I think for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know about presidency.
We're on the right. He was on the right track. But I mean, I'm voting for him and Mashaba. Actually, so-
Really?
Yeah, that's my guy.
How many months do you have to change your opinion?
How many months do I have?
Yeah.
No, I'm putting my vote somewhere.
Oh, you done?
Huh?
Or can you be convinced?
He's made up
Why
his-
do I need to be convinced? I just need change, bro. I might just miss out and vote for EFF
Okay.
just for the change.
So you're essentially saying as long as it's not
Bro,
ANC.
none of them niggas have it on the ball.
Yeah.
None of them. But that's why I made the whole statement that I made, because everybody thinks it's about that and we're stuck on the wrong conversation.
Yeah.
It's not about who's the next holding that's gonna do it right. It's
one's
not
gonna be
about
right.
that. That's not the conversation. The only thing is you can't have DA hold it. You cannot.
Yeah.
You don't want to know what's on the other side of that door.
Yeah.
Right? That's it. So once we've all agreed on that, please cast your vote elsewhere. Just don't vote for ANC. That's it.
I agree. Yeah.
That's it.
I haven't made up my mind yet. It's that bad, and I've never been in this situation before where I don't know. All I know is that I'm going to be standing in front of a ballot.
Or you're gonna cast a vote now.
I'm going to cast a vote. But
Okay, you're gonna cast a
I
vote.
just- yeah.
Yes. You're not gonna vote ANC.
I'm not going to vote.
Okay.
I just don't know who
Why are we winning?
who it's
Great. We're winning. Understand?
Are we winning?
Yeah, so we just is
Oh,
the
no,
voting,
that
is
was
the
a
voting thing
decision
open
long
still,
time ago.
or did they close it?
online.
The registration?
It's still open.
open.
They're actually doing the budget speech while we're recording this.
Yeah.
I heard it while on the way here. Everything's increasing. Literally, he has no solution.
Bro.
He even laughed, and this is the petty thing he laughed at while I'm on the way. He's like, "If you're buying vodka in gin, it's gonna increase by ₦5." Like, okay, forget that's that's not even what we need to talk about this. Oh,
He
in
upsets
trouble.
me. He upsets me so much.
He doesn't
actually.
understand the problems
But
of South Africa.
please, guys,
if you think that's going to be a problem.
Go vote. We're gonna put the link. We're gonna put the link in the bio.
sure, let's do that.
Okay. We'll put the link in the bio. Go register to vote.
It's really important.
Like, go vote. Just cast the vote elsewhere. Just not ANC. That's all.
Yeah,
The semantics of who's gonna be dope at ruling that's not. We just need the change.
yeah.
We just need the change. I should campaign for president, but that's a story for now.
I think before you say bye, I think that's why I like Burkina Faso's coup so much, because they just said, okay, guys, so you want our gold? We will give you the finished product. Oh, when he said that, it's like, that's beautiful. We're not giving you the raw material. We'll give you the finished product. You will do everything through us. When we're done, you can buy that.
And
That's
then
the
he said
issue.
sanctions, and then he said, actually, you know what? Get out of my country.
My
guy. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Guys,
Anyway.
my
All right.
people,
We're
my
over time.
person is
Sorry,
calling.
please
Yeah,
tell your
yeah,
boss.
We're
This is why you're still
apologizing.
single.
Yeah.
Come join us on Before You Weekend. Calvin?
All right, shout out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. We appreciate you guys. Please continue to like, comment, share, subscribe. Yes, continue to engage with us. Give us your comments on all the questions TK was asking. Follow us on social media as well so you can engage with us on there as well. We want to know what you think. We want to know your opinion. And if there's anything you want us to speak about in the next episode, let us know. We definitely won't mind doing that. We appreciate you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Yeah, don't spend money, guys. It's bad. It's very bad. Nah? But please, do go register to vote. And I know the lines are long. I know my 2K. I know. Ish, just go vote. All right, that's it from us. Thank you very much. See you next week.
We out.
You watching before you weekend.